Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel, and today I will be sharing a tutorial with you guys on how to do a scarf with this type of pattern. Now if you guys want to just go ahead and skip directly into the tutorial and skip all my chatting, I'll leave the link in the description bar with the direct minute mark that will take you to the tutorial. Otherwise, I just wanted to give a little explanation before the tutorial starts. So if you've been a long time Tracy Beauty viewer, you guys would recognize this pattern because I've done a tutorial on this before. My first crochet tutorial was an infinity scarf using this pattern. So many of you guys may question why I am doing a tutorial on the same thing again. The thing is, I've received countless requests over the past few years to redo it because it was my fault, and I really do accept that because I've made so many errors in that video. It's just my fault. I was just a beginner. I had no idea how to angle my camera correctly. I had the wrong lighting and I used the wrong yarn color. Everything was just a mess. I wasn't being clear. I wasn't as informative as I would like to be, so I really wanted to just recreate the tutorial in a way that is more effective for everyone to learn and to live up to the name, because it's a tutorial, so people are supposed to learn from it, and I felt like watching that video I was not able to get anything out of it. So that's the reason why I wanted to redo the video with better quality, of course. And I think that this time around I made it a lot more informational, a lot more clear, and a lot more easier to follow. So yeah, with all that set aside, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. For this tutorial, of course, you will need yarn. Choose any of your choice in any color that you like. For tools, you will need a crochet hook. I'm using 5.50 millimeters today, but of course you can use a bigger hook or even a smaller one. We're going to begin by just pulling out a few inches of yarn, and we're going to create a loop. So take the piece of yarn, wrap it around two of your fingers, remove your two fingers, and then fold this piece of yarn over, and you'll see that it peeks through the hole. You're going to grab onto it in the center and then pull on these two strands, and you have yourself a loop. Now we're going to insert the crochet hook and then just kind of pull on this so that it fits around the crochet hook a little bit better. And we're going to start creating the chain. So you're going to create a chain for however wide you would like the scarf to be, but make sure that you end on an even number. I am going to be doing 16, but you can do more or less than that. The way that you chain is you place your crochet hook in front of the yarn, you wrap the yarn around it, and then pull through the loop. That makes one. Repeat that again. Place your crochet hook in front of the yarn, wrap it around, pull through. That's two. And just keep repeating that. I finished my 16 stitches, so now I'm going to start the base. And for the base, all you do is wrap the yarn around the crochet hook, skip the first two stitches and go directly into the third one. And you're going to insert your crochet hook so that there's only one loop on the bottom of the crochet hook and two loops on the top. Now you're going to pull the yarn through, and you will have 3 loops on your crochet hook. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook, pull through only 2 of the loops, and you'll have 2 left over. Again, repeat that. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Now you're going to repeat that to every single stitch until the very end of the row to create the base. So again, wrap the yarn around the crochet hook, insert into the stitch so that there's only 1 loop on the bottom and 2 loops on the top. Pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn around the crochet hook, pull through 2 loops, wrap the yarn around the crochet hook, and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Now completed the last stitch to my base, so I'm just going to chain 2 and turn it around. Every time you start a new row, you will be chaining 2. Once you start your new row, you are going to ignore the first stitch. So we are not going to do anything to this ever. And now we're going to officially start the pattern. There are 2 components to this. One is the forward pattern and one is the backwards. We're going to start with the forward. By forward, it means that we're pushing the stitch towards us, and by backwards, we're pushing it back. And we're going to be alternating, so forward, backward, and I'll show you guys it in more details right now. So wrap the yarn around your crochet hook. Again, we're going to always ignore the first one. You're going to insert it in this space, and it's the space between the 2 stitches. So insert it through and then back through the space between the next 2 stitches. See, as you can see, by doing that, we're pushing the stitch forward. And now you're just going to pull the yarn through. You will have 3 loops, so pull the yarn through 2 loops and then again pull the yarn through 2 loops. We will be doing the backwards pattern now, and the way that you do that is, again, you wrap the yarn around your crochet hook. And this time you're going to go from the back to the front. So you're going to insert your crochet hook in this space and then through the next space like so. And as you can see, we're pushing that stitch back. Now you're going to pull the yarn through and you're going to have 3 loops. So again, just pull through 2 loops and then pull the yarn through 2 loops again. And as you can see, this one goes forward and then this one goes backward. So the next one goes forward, and this is in slow motion now. Backwards. Backwards. Keep alternating until the last stitch and leave the last stitch alone. I've gone to the end and this is my last stitch, which I'm leaving alone so I can show you guys what to do. So what you do is you're going to do what you did to the base. We're not going to do the pattern on this. You're going to wrap your yarn around a crochet hook. Then you're just going to insert your crochet hook through the stitch so that there are 2 stitches on the top of the crochet hook and again only 1 stitch on the bottom. And you're going to pull the yarn through. Again, you have 3 loops remaining, so just wrap the yarn around the crochet hook, pull through 2 loops, and then wrap it around and pull through 2 loops. And that's just how you do this. So you always leave the end stitch and the first stitch alone. You don't do the pattern on it. Now to start the next row, you just chain 2, turn it around, and if you guys remembered earlier, the first one that we did was forward, but now that we flipped it, it goes backwards. You just need to observe it and see what you need to do, but you can tell directly right away because this one is protruding backwards and then this one is protruding towards you, so you should know which direction to go. And just keep repeating that, making sure every time you reach the end of the row to leave the last stitch alone by doing the regular stitch that we did in the base, chain 2 and then turn around, and just keep repeating until you reach your desired length. Once you've reached your desired length, it's time to end the scarf. So I am just showing you guys an example, so it's short, but for an infinity scarf I would recommend somewhere between 100 and 150 rows. So you just need a pair of scissors and you're going to snip off a few inches away. After that, you are just going to pull the yarn all the way through and then create a double knot. And it's done. If this was the actual scarf, you just need to fold over the two ends and sew this, and then you have yourself an infinity scarf. So that is it for the tutorial. It's pretty simple, right? If you're a beginner, please don't get scared and please give it a try. There are so many beginners who watched the first video and they were able to do it as their first project, and I know you guys can do it too. If you ever do recreate any of my tutorials, please send me the picture through Twitter or Instagram. If you've sent me anything to there before, you guys know that I always reply. I just love interacting with you guys, so please do that because I really do want to get to know you guys too. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up so that I can create more crochet tutorials, especially with more designs and of course better quality in the future. Also, make sure to subscribe so that you guys will know when I have a new video uploaded, and I'll see you guys either on Twitter, Instagram, or in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!